Good afternoon, students. This is science video. We were on the chapter number 9, that is soil. We have understood about the types of soil, soil profile, layers of soil. Clear? So today's topic will be properties of soil. So in the properties of soil, you have to understand percolation rate of the water. Percolation means passes through. Clear? The water which is passing through the soil is known to be the percolation rate. Means how much time it will take to pass through the soil. Clear? So this is the activity which is talking about that you have to take a tin can or a PVC pipe. Okay, you have to pour some water inside. You have to fill the soil first and pour the water. Then you will find out it will slowly dripping out the water and the drops are coming out of that bottle. Clear? So to find out the percolation means the a rate which is coming out from that bottle, that is percolation rate. And to find out those percolation rate, there is a formula given over here: amount of water divided by percolation time. Clear? So amount of water will be in milliliters and time will be in minutes. So suppose for example, it took 20 minutes for 200 ml to percolate. Means 20 minutes are there to finish off 200 ml of water to percolate, means to drip out. Clear? So rate of percolation will be amount of water what it has given, 200 ml, and what is the time it has given, 20 minutes. So 200 ml divided by 20 minutes, it will give the answer. 0 will be cancelled out, 2 ones are 2, 2 tens are 20, 10 ml per minute. Clear? So that will be the rate of percolation. Is it clear? This is the formula which you have to learn while finding out the percolation rate. Now the next topic is about the moisture in the soil. You all know that soil contains moisture, and to find out, there is an activity given where you have to take a boiling tube and some large burners, which you have to put the burner on and put the boiling tube on the top of it, and you have to collect some soil samples which you have to boil in the tube. Now after boiling it for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, you will find out some drops of sands or the evaporation comes on the top of that tube. Clear? Some small particles of soil are sticked on that top of that boiling tube. So it shows that in the hot summer day, the vapor coming out of the soil reflect the sun and the air above the soil seems to shimmer. The air contains the evaporation of that soil, so that's why the air contains the water droplets, and due to the reflection of sunlight, it is shimmering. Clear? So that's all for this activity. And in this, the third property of soil will be absorption of water by the soil. It has the property of absorption. Clear? Soil absorbs the water. So to find out, there is a activity given where you have to take the plastic funnel and take a filter paper or a piece of newspaper, which you have to put it like this in a glass, and there is a funnel given where you have to roll those filter paper. Clear? You have to drop some water by the dropper, and you will see that it is dripping out. Clear? So some of the water is absorbing by the filter paper and some are coming out. Likewise, weight of the soil will be 50 grams and the initial volume of the water is u ml. Clear? We are assuming it as u ml, and final volume will be v ml. So if you minus it from the initial to the final, clear? If you minus the initial to the final, you will find out the volume or the weight of the water absorbed by the soil. So there is a formula of percentage of water absorbed, that is u minus v divided by 50 into 100. Why 50? Because we have taken the weight of the soil is 50 grams. Clear? Now soil and crops, you all know that Without soil, crops will not be grown. So soil is affected by the wind, rainfall and temperature, light and humidity. These are the some important climatic factors which affect the soil profile and bring changes in the soil structure. The climate factors as well as the components of the soil determine the various types of vegetation and crops that might grow in any region. You all know that some plants grow at a particular place, at a particular soil. They need a proper texture or the proper properties of the soil to be grown. Like clay and loamy soil have both suitable cereals like wheat, gram. Clear? So clay and loamy are good for the wheat and gram, and some soil are good for the retaining water for paddy. Clear? For the rice we need clay soil. So this is the case study which you can study on your own, and there is no such hard things are there, so you can understand it well. Now in this, the crops such as wheat are grown in the fine clay soil because they are rich in humus and very fertile. Clear? So these are the table which you have to tell us the clay, sandy and loamy, and what all the crops are given. This you have to understand. Now the particular thing is there is soil erosion. You all have understood about this topic earlier classes, and the thing is this: the removal of land surface by water, wind or ice is called erosion. Got the point? The land surface by water, removal of water, wind or ice. Clear? This is called erosion. Plant root firmly binds the soil. In absence of plant, soil becomes loose. So it can be moved by the wind or flowing water. Erosion of soil is more severe in areas of little or no surface vegetation. Means plant roots are holding the soil. That's why the soil is not washing away by the rainwater or the stream waters. So cutting of trees and deforestation should be prevented. Effort should be made to increase the green areas. Clear? So this is all about the soil, and I will send you the remaining question answers of this chapter, and you have to do it in your class of copy. Clear? In the 10th question, just make sure you will not write all the puzzle thing. You have to change the question and write the question with the give answer in one word. You have to write all these statements and just write down the right answer in one word in front of it. Clear? So that's all for today class, and if you have any doubt you can ask in the class.